Hi, and welcome to Quark's Little Python Lessons. This time around, we are going to convert um, a, database table to a data frame. So yeah, let's get started. What we're using is Visual Studio. We added the extension for Jupyter Notebook, so we can create those files now, and it's really good for prototyping. Um, so I recommend that. We're going to need SQLite and pandas. Usually that would be pre-installed with Python 3.11, but if not, go to terminal, new terminal, and then put pip install pandas and as well. And then after that's run and it's properly installed, do SQLite 3. And you should be good to get started. All right, that. Let's run this. So it'll just install our dependencies. Great. Then for creating our database slash table, we're going to go con sqlite.connect parentheses database test database. Then c equals con dot cursor parentheses, and then we're going to do the two parts for creating a table, which creates our table if there is our database if it is there. If not, then it'll ignore it. Okay, so ID int product name varchar supply amount int. We can make any of these like the primary key. Really, it's up to us. Then for the second part, for this is for just the columns of your table, and then this is the values on your table for the columns. All right, then we conc commit. If everything's working correctly, we will just get that little check mark, which is great for prototyping again. Then, hey, we've created our database, but we only want certain information. So again, that's where SQL comes in. But we're going to select just everything. So SQL equals pd dot SQL query, our little query dot our connection for the database, and then we're going to convert it into a data frame. So df equals pd dot data frame SQL query, and then the columns we want to show up for that data frame. And then once we've run it, right, should be good, and we should have our data frame showing up based on the query. All right, one thing I do want to know is, let's say you mess this up and there's no actual column named cost, or it's price instead of cost. If you go back, you'll just get not available or null for all of this. So, but you can correct it pretty fast. All right, and which is great. Again, this is really powerful for um, dissecting data, um, from going from a database or Excel, SQL to data frame. One big thing is that we don't always want to input the columns and the values by hand, or type it up, because let's say we have hundreds and hundreds of rows of data from Excel. That is it's too much. So one thing we can do, and that I saw, and that's why I created this little video for myself, and for you guys too, of course, is, let's see, you go to your Excel file, save it as an Excel file. So imagine these are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rows. This is your database, but it's just one table, right? Then we go to this site called sqlizer.io, and then we add our Excel file, open. We're just going to put MySQL and go to convert, which is good, and then it'll create our columns and create our data. So we don't have to type it up ourselves, which is it's going to save you so much time, especially if you have lots and lots of rows of data. And let's see, one thing is that we might have an issues with this for creating columns. Just copy that, go up here, and let's change this up. So if we try to run this, we're going to get an error because of the character. So we can just remove all of this, so we don't need it. And that is pretty much it. So yeah, so hopefully I didn't confuse you too much. Just to reiterate, install those dependencies, create your create the connection for your database, create your table in that database, create a little query to get specific data from this table / database, convert that into a data frame, and then just display the first few 5 rows of data. There's a lot more here, but definitely you're all good. Hope this helps someone, and until next time.